So dear student, after discussing the magnetic field of a bar magnet at an axial line or axial point, we'll proceed for the magnetic field of a bar magnet at an equatorial point. Myself, I'm Ian Khairnar, PGT Physics from Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Shegaon. So let us proceed for this topic, that is magnetic field of a bar magnet at an equatorial point. So equatorial point. We have to find the magnetic field. Now let us see about this. What is meant by equatorial point? Equatorial point is nothing but, suppose if you are having this bar magnet, so this is south pole and this one is north pole, and then you draw the perpendicular bisector of this bar magnet. Then this line passes through the midpoint of this one, which is nothing but, you are suppose O. Then this line is called as the equatorial line. What is called equatorial line? And if you take any point on this line to this side or to this side, then, and if you find the magnetic field at that particular point, then you will get the magnetic field bar magnet at an equatorial point. So let us draw this figure here. Suppose I'll consider here the north pole and the south pole. Okay. Suppose here the south pole and here the north pole of this bar magnet, and this is the equatorial line, which is nothing but the perpendicular bisector. This point is suppose O, and this distance from the center is L, and this distance is also L, since the total distance is 2L. And now here we will consider a point P, at which I am going to put here a unit north pole. Unit north pole. So at unit north pole, the force exerted by this north pole will be in this particular direction. So let me draw that direction here. This direction, that is repulsive one. It's repulsive one because this is also north pole and this is also north pole. So repulsive force, that is suppose force due to the north pole in this direction. And the force due to the south pole will be here in this direction, that is from S to P. Here the direction is from N to P. Here the direction is from S to P. So I can write, or I can draw like this in this direction. Now this distance, because you have to apply the Coulomb's law here, so the distance Pn you can calculate. If suppose the point P is located on the equatorial line at a distance r from the center, and this distance is L, in the same here in this triangle and in this triangle also. So I can write this distance, suppose x is distance here, so I can write r square plus L square raised to 1 by 2 by using Pythagoras theorem. Similarly here also I will get this value will be here r square plus L square raised to 1 by 2. Very simple. So now this angle suppose be Fn and this Fs, that means force due to the south pole towards Sp. Okay. Now let me write this one first. Now here, whatever you imagine here, the unit north pole placed at point P, then from the Coulomb's law, the force exerted by the north pole of the magnet on a unit north pole is given by Fn is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi Qm upon x square, that is along Np. Along here you can say Np. And here the value of x you can put this one. So ultimately you will get Fn is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi Qm upon r square plus L square raised to 1 by 2 whole square. That will be along Np. So just these two will get cancelled here. So I can write Fn is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi Qm is nothing but the pole strength of the south, north and south pole, that is R square plus L square. Okay, this is the value of the force due to the north pole. Similarly, the force due to the south pole is given by mu 0 upon 4 pi. Qm is the pole strength of the south pole, and this is nothing but again x square, that is along, you can say Ps. So this one I can write Fs is equal to force due to the south pole is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi Qm upon R square plus L square raised to 1 by 2 whole square. So Fs is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi Qm upon R square plus L square. So these two value I got. Suppose this one is equation. This is 1 and this is 2. So what do you observe from these two? From 1 and 2, you can say that both are having the same magnitude. So I can say Fn is equal to Fs. Okay. Now come to this figure. Since this Fn is the force, which is the repulsive force due to the north pole on this unit north pole in the direction of Np, so resolve this Fn into two components. So the one component is along this direction and another component is along this direction. Okay, next one, resolve this Fs into two components. One will be in this direction and another will be in this direction. Now here the interesting fact is that these two components are exactly opposite to each other. Now consider this angle is theta and this angle is also theta. So this angle is theta, so this angle is theta, alternate interior angle. This angle is theta, therefore this angle is theta, corresponding angles. So if I will apply here for this force due to the north pole, that is Fn, then I can write this component of Fn is Fn cos theta and this will be Fn sin theta. Similarly, this component will be Fs sin theta and this component will be Fs cos theta. That means this Fn cos theta and Fs cos theta are in the same direction, along this direction. Okay. And here this Fn sin theta and Fs cos theta are opposite to each other, and since the magnitude are same, therefore they will cancel each other. On the other hand, Fn cos theta and Fs sin theta will be added. So I can write here the magnetic field, that is B equatorial, is equal to the net force on this unit north pole, net force on the unit north pole at equatorial point P. So which is given by Fn cos theta plus Fs cos theta. Therefore, since these two values Fn is equal to Fs, so I can write either 2Fn cos theta or I can write 2Fs cos theta and put the value of Fn or Fs here. So magnetic field at equatorial line is equal to 2 into, what is the value here? Mu 0 upon 4 pi Qm upon R square plus L square. And now we have to find the value of this cos theta. So from the figure, cos theta is equal to, you can either you apply to this triangle or this triangle, you will get here cos theta is equal to, what is the value here? L upon R square plus L square raised to 1 by 2. So this will be multiply here. This cos theta I will put value L upon R square plus L square raised to 1 by 2. So dear student, now this equation will become here B equatorial is equal to, now see here, 2 pole strength Qm and this L. So I can write here magnetic dipole moment M is equal to Qm into 2L. So using this value in this equation, I can write magnetic field at an equatorial point is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi. Then this value 2 qm into L will become here m upon this one now, denominator. R square plus L square raised to 1 and R square plus S raised to 1 by 2. So I can write here R square plus L square raised to 3 by 2. Okay. If you want to express in this vector form, then I can write what is the direction here? Direction is in this direction. That is opposite to the dipole moment. Because the direction of the dipole moment is always considered from south to north. So this is the direction of the dipole moment. And here the resultant of these two forces, you got the direction in this direction, opposite to dipole moment. Okay, so we'll write that one also here. But first of all, let us take the special case or we will consider here this R. That means the distance of point P from the center is very large. That means this R is very, very greater than L. So if R is very, very greater than L, and if you use this point here or the case here, then I can write B equatorial is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi into m upon then R square raised to 3 by 2. Cancel this 2 here. So B equatorial is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi into m upon R cube. And already I told you about the direction. Already I told you about the direction. The direction is, you can say, opposite to the direction of the dipole moment. So dear student, we got this final relation of the magnetic field of bar magnet at an equatorial point, which is given by mu 0 upon 4 pi m upon R cube. Now I want to give a little bit stretch to your mind. Just to recall the magnetic field of a bar magnet at an axial point. So can you remember that particular equation, final equation, what we have proved there? Yes, that equation is here. We can write magnetic field at an magnetic field of a bar magnet at an axial line, that is B axial, is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi into twice m upon R cube. So you are having this relation and you are having this relation. These two relations you are having. Now can you compare these two relations? And can you get a new relation from this two one? Yes, absolutely right. So you get the relation that means what you will get, how you will get this B axial? Simply just multiply this by 2. So if you multiply this equation by 2, okay, so ultimately you will get this equation. So I can write B axial is equal to 2 into B equatorial. Or I can write B equatorial is equal to 1 half of B axial. You can write it anyway. So this is very simple relation, and here the 1 marks question also asked on this particular equation. That is if the value is given to you, either B equatorial or that is the magnetic field at an equatorial point, then just multiply with that 2, then you will get the magnetic field at an axial point. So remember these two equations for the competitive point of view. And I hope this today's two topic, that is the previous one, magnetic field of a bar magnet at an axial line and the magnetic field of a bar magnet at an equatorial line, and we have found the relation between these two. So dear student, you go through these two topics and try to remember these final two relations.